What's up, YouTube? My bad. I know I'm blowing up y'all shit, but I don't know. YouTube had it where y'all couldn't comment. I'm talking, so I had to redo it again. Should be pissing me off. Anyway, it's your girl Muff, where I talk about trucks and real shit. Give me a second. Shit. Um. All right. I had to fix that. Alright, my bad, y'all. My bad. Shoot, I'm trying to get this over with. I got homework to do. I keep on telling you guys that this shit is a lot. It's a lot. Let me show you. Alright. Let me put this down 1 second. Got a project that's worth 320 points and a final that's 100 points. You guys know I graduate with my business degree this year. Uh, it has been stressful, you guys, but it's been really stressful. My bad, you guys. Keep cutting out. I want you guys to comment. I ask you guys to ask me questions that you might have been over the road. Some people want to be a dispatcher. Some people want to be a freight broker. Some people want a truck. What I was saying in my last video before I had to cut it off is stop trucking for a little bit. Take a couple of months off and do some self-care. Take care of yourself. Do what you got to do. Keep your CDL active. Make sure you get your medical card done how often you need to. The max is every 2 years. Keep that active because I just had to reactivate mine because I wasn't aware that it expired. So you can always go back over the road. When I first started trucking, I trucked for 6 months and I took a break for 6 months. Then the next year I trucked for 6 months, took a break for 6 months. Alright, so do that, you guys. Do that. If you have any questions, let me know. Please let me know below. I stopped trucking for a little bit. I'm about to get my business degree. I still have my CDL. I might go back over the road. I'm freight brokering and I see the money with my own two eyes. I see what each truck driver is making with my own two fucking eyes. Trucking is the way to go. It depends what you do. A lot of people work for Marguerite Enterprise, and this is why I was on here, because I just typed in Marguerite Enterprise and my videos come up. It come right up when you type it in. So this is why I'm getting a lot of DMs about Marguerite Enterprise. Some people work there because of my videos. And I don't want them to be mad at me if they're not making the kind of money I was making. The market was better. The market was way better when I was trucking. They take more out, you guys. And they do not take what I was just saying before I had to delete the other line is they do not take out what you bring home. They take out, you can make an $8,000 in a week. They're gonna take out that if they taking out 30%. So let's do times. They're gonna take out that 2,400. If you bring at home 2,000, they're not gonna take out 30%. They're not gonna take that out. Alright. So they're not gonna take out the 600. They're gonna take out the $2,400. Alright. So if you want to lease, like I say, do the math. Alright. Right now, they're getting over the freight brokers. They're getting over. Alright. Just do the math. Alright. It's not about where you're going. It's not just how many miles you drive. It's how heavy the load is. You should be getting paid how heavy the load is. It is about the distance. And it's about, is it urgent? How soon do it need to be there? Do I have time to stop, eat, chill, relax, shower? You know what I mean? Or do I gotta go straight through and only stop for fuel? Let me know how important this load is to be where it has to be. And take all that into consideration when you leasing. If you do not have your CDLs, I recommend that you get it. Just have it. You know what I mean? Just have it. It take about 2 weeks to get your CDL. Just go through the process, go through the schooling. You can find some that's free. You feel me? You guys, if you work for Marguerite Enterprise and it's not going the way, I have plenty of videos of everything, the good, the bad, you know, and just go through the videos and see. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see what else. Dispatching. If you want to dispatch, know what the lanes are paying. Do not call the freight broker saying I want $2,000, because sometimes I just want $2,000, and you guys do not know how much that lane is paying. Y'all can be going 300 miles and ask for $2,000. You're not gonna get it. All right. For the people who want to be freight broker dispatcher, I recommend you work for a company just for a couple of months. You know, fix your resume up. If you gotta do a little dabbing on your resume, you know what I mean? Shoot, that's probably what you're gonna have to do and get behind the scenes or whatever. Be respectful, because the freight brokers can put you on a blacklist, where you cannot haul for them anymore. And shit like that, man. That's the basic. I really came on here to answer you guys' questions. I'm kind of drained out because I started this video like 3 times. So you guys have any questions about the trucking or whatever, let me know. Like I said, I got a project to do that's worth 320 points. I got a lot to do, man. Let me know what you guys think about leasing, dispatching, and freight broker. I am a freight broker right now. A calculator is your best friend. Remember that. The calculator is your best friend. You see a load on a load board, have a percentage. Just have a percentage. If you see a load on a load board for like $2,500, just add an extra 30% or 40%. You know, if it sounds kind of good, but you still want a little bit more money, add an extra 30% to it. So what you do is just add 30% to it. Add an extra $750 to what they saying. You feel me? So now you got plus 2,500. Alright? Just add 30% to it. That's all you gotta do. The other day I sent out a load, I believe, for $225, just a haul in the car, about 3 hours away. So let's see. If they would have added extra 30% to it, I could have gave it to them. You know what I mean? So just have a percentage. You know, don't go crazy. If they post on a low board for $225, I'm be like, oh, I want $500. Have a reason for that $500. You feel me? Have a reason. Is the car running? Does it have keys? Is it how far is it going? How big is it? How heavy? You know, is it a car? Is it an SUV? Is it a pickup truck? That all comes in hand when hauling a vehicle. You feel me? So ask the right questions. You guys just accepting things or just throwing numbers out there. You guys not answering the right questions, and that's how we negotiate. We don't just negotiate numbers. We negotiate things like that. How far it's going, how heavy the load is. You know what I'm saying? So guys gotta learn how to negotiate the right way. If I was you guys, someone asked about leasing and should I get into it? No, I want lease. Not right now while the market is like this. I want lease. I would, if I was over the road going to a hot shop trucking. That's what I do. I see it with my own 2 eyes as a freight broker. I just go into a hot shop. Simple as that. It's better. I'd rather fix a hot shop pickup truck than a semi truck. Alright, they making money. I see with my own 2 eyes. I'm on the other side of logistics. I see with my own 2 eyes what's going on. Somebody asked, should they get a 3-car, 4-car? Because I do transport freight and vehicles. I never knew about how vehicles were transporting. I never got into that, but now I transport vehicles. No, I want, if you had two trailers, I get a three car hauler or 4 car hauler and a flatbed. But if you only have one, I would start off with a flatbed with ramps. Because I see people hit me up to transport a vehicle, but they can't transport it even though it's running good, it's in good condition. They can't transport it because they do not have ramps. Because if you guys need loading assistance or unloading assistance, we have to pay for that. And we're going to choose the driver who can unload it themselves. All right? That's the number one thing. If the car's in good condition, most likely that driver who can unload it himself going to get the vehicle. All right? Because we want to save money. Someone asked if they should be a freight broker or be a dispatcher. Start off as a dispatcher. The overhead is cheap as fuck. You guys, only thing you need is a low boy. Everybody talk about DAT and truck stop. Now that I'm on, even me, I used to talk about DAT and truck stop just as a dispatcher or as a truck driver, but now as a freight broker, now I know DAT and truck stop is our last resort. We don't use that. It's our last resort. We use it, but it's like we desperate. If we use DAT and truck stops because we desperate. What we use is Super, Dispatch, Ship Cars, and Central. That's how I go to. But I watch a million videos on brokering before I was a freight broker years ago while I was in trucking, watching videos while driving, and nobody even said anything about this. Nobody said this. They always say truck stop DAT, truck stop DAT. That's our last resort. That's when we just absolutely can't find shit. Then we go to truck stop and DAT. So yeah, I recommend becoming a dispatcher first. That's what I recommend you guys to do. Like I said, add at least 40% of what the load is paying, and have your reason for the 40%. Alright, have your reason why you adding 40%. I don't want this video to be too long. Let me see how long I've been recording for. Okay, it's been 12 minutes. Alright. I gotta go and see what else you guys ask me. Just 1 second. I did get some emails. Now I'm gonna answer it here. Hold on. See what they said. Okay, somebody said, I just want to know if Marguerite is really a good place to lease from. Do you know any other drivers who have completed a lease with them? No, I do not know any drivers who completed a lease with Marguerite Enterprises. All right, I do not know any drivers. What I do know is it is pretty high. And you got a lease between, I believe, 3 to 4 years. Somebody said they don't mind being over the road and being comfortable. If you don't mind being over the road, being comfortable, and just driving, making your cool amount of money is good. Alright, but if you want to make it, because he said he want a nice truck. One of the other guys said he just want a nice truck. Alright, you want a nice truck, I understand that. You just chilling, it's cool. You chilling, you vibing. You probably with your significant, I don't know if you got your kids on the truck, you vibing. That's a vibe. But if you trying to get paid and you got shit to do, no, I want lease. No, I want lease. Every week it's $1,000. I don't know if they went up. I want to pay $4,000 a month. Not right now. Not how the market is going. I want to pay $4,000 a month. No. I will lease if it's about 12. I lease from a finance company. If I'm paying $1,200 a month, not $4,000. No, that's my honest opinion. can you use the load boards? Somebody asked me if you can use the load boards with Marguerite Enterprise. Yes, you can use the load boards. But it's a catch to it. It's a catch to it because they're gonna, you might find a load that you really want, but they're gonna say, oh, we don't know if this a double brokering company. We don't know about this company, this, and that. It might not be safe. Okay? Because you're gonna find somebody. It is people on the load board and it's not safe, but it's ways you can look up their rate. You can look up broker's rate. Alright? What else? What else did somebody ask me? Let me go. I'm going through my emails and DM. I haven't been on here a lot. Somebody said they've been getting contact. Okay, they've been getting contacted about dispatching companies, and then they want to eventually start their own dispatch company. Fuck yes, that's what I say. Fuck yes, do it, do that shit. Also, possibly look to lease a truck. Go hot shot. Don't lease. If you're gonna lease a truck, or you just pay a truck note. Do pickup truck. Do hot shot. No more semi trucks right now. Do hot shot. Get paid the same. Hot shot is making the same amount as you doing a semi truck. Get your credit good. Work on your credit. If you owe debt and stuff like that, just pay that shit, because this gonna help you in the long run. Pay your debt off. If you over the road and you just over the road to pay your bills, and you're gonna be over the road forever. And my homie told me, like, before I stopped trucking for a little bit, he like, now next thing you know, you're gonna be such age and you just driving, you just over the road driving. I want to get more stuff. That's why I decided, you know what, there was kind of motivation right there. Kind of inspired me, you know what, I'm gonna stop for a little bit, get my degree. I still have my CDLs. I can go over the road today, legally. You feel me? I can legally go somewhere today. And I'm happy that I stopped getting this degree. I'm on the other side of logistics, freight brokering. You guys learn how to negotiate. It's some people who don't know how to negotiate, and some people just take whatever the freight broker give them. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to negotiate. Even if the price sound good, even if the price is good, still negotiate. Get an extra $100. Always negotiate. Even if the price is good, negotiate. Alright? Sometimes we do be in a bond. Freight brokers be in a bond. You know, don't think that every time you get a load, the freight broker is making money. Sometimes freight brokers be so desperate, they get negative. Their margin range is negative. You feel me? Like, let me show you. Let me see. Let me show you. Sometimes, sometimes we look like this. Sometimes we be negative. Alright? Sometimes the freight brokers go negative depending. Sometimes they so desperate to move that load for the client that they will go negative to move that load. You know what I'm saying? But it's a sacrifice that they make to move that load. That's why I say do not become a freight broker just yet, because you can't afford to be negative. These big companies can afford to go negative sometimes, but you starting off, you can't afford to be negative. So start off as a dispatcher. You know, don't go straight into freight brokering. You gotta pay about $3,000 a year for your freight broker license. Don't do it. Alright, just don't do it. Let me see if somebody had any other questions. I think I answered all the questions. Dispatching, know what you're talking about. I've do believe you should work for a dispatching company and start your own company. Yes, I do. Always have emails, write emails constantly write emails because that's gonna save you in the long run. You want that thread right there. Don't become on the blacklist. Don't talk shit. Do what you say you're gonna do. If you wanna pick up the load, pick it up. If you can't do it, be honest. I can't pick it up. And if you say you're gonna pick it up and you change your mind, just tell them, like, look, I can't. Be honest. Be bluntly honest. That's what the freight brokers like. Honestly, we find sometimes we don't even post loads on the load boards. We call the best drivers, and we got something for you. Be that best driver. Just be honest. What's so hard about that? I can do it. I can do it. I did it, or I have to get a load back because something came up. Be honest. All right. Do not go MIA. All right. What else? What else? Make any money. What's up, Mort? Thanks for joining the live. Trying to ask people to ask me questions about freight brokering, dispatching, or trucking. So just ask me anything. What you mean though? Make any money? What you mean? But yeah. Oh, the volume low. Alright. Can you hear me now? I do got a mic right here, but it's all the way over there. I wasn't even using my mic. I don't be using this though. I really don't. It's too loud. It's like no soundproof. Yes, hazmat. Get your hazmat. Get your hazmat. Go if you got your CDLs. Go to the DMV this week or next week and get your hazmat. No reason why you shouldn't have your hazmat if you have your CDL. Just have it. Definitely way to make money. Definitely. It's only 25 questions. Easy. All right. I'll talk to it. Thanks, Mark. My volume was pretty low. Alright. Ron, how long you been working at Marguerite Enterprise? And did you use my name as a reference? Oh, that's good, Mark. Dang, what you do? Ron, tell me more. And yeah, if you use my name as a reference, I will give you like $125, $75 to $125. But Mark, tell me what you do. You made $416,000 last year. The most I made in a week is about $4,400. And I showed you guys that on one of my videos. I think I showed that, yeah. I make about $250 and $500 off of each person. It's not a lot, but they said it'll go up more and more. But that's if you guys stay. I believe you gotta stay 90 days or 60 days. But that's how I keep track. Because if you use my name, I'll pay you. That's how I keep track if they actually paying me what they say they're gonna pay me. And I never done it when I started making videos. I didn't do it to recruit people. This definitely wasn't my intention. My intention was to do it to talk about lease. And because people are not honest. I looked up a lot of videos that are not honest. So I definitely want to keep it 100 with you guys about everything. How much you paying a month for lease purchase? I was paying $4,000 a month. Would I do that again? No. The most I pay a month, I'll pay $2,000 or even $2,500. Yeah, you guys, but it's kind of it's pretty much it. I just came on here to answer some questions. I've been on here way too long though. I've been on here way too long. I'm hungry. I'm about to heat some food up. Believe it or not, believe it or not, I voted for Trump. Yeah, I did. Because at the time, I was leasing, and that made the most sense. You know what I mean? It made the most sense money wise. It made the most sense business wise. You feel me? Biden in office and everything, even everything is just fucking up. I'm not blaming Biden for anything though, cause shit can fuck up with Trump in office. You feel me? But at the time, it's the best decision. Would I vote for him now? No. Why? Because I see how he treat immigrants, and my wife is an immigrant, so we did have that conversation. So. What's up, chasing? What does that mean? Yeah, if y'all working for Morgan Reed Enterprise, do not blame me for what's going on. Alright, you guys got to think logic. It's time to think logic. When I was working, I started at the right time and I left at the right time. You feel me? When I stopped working for them, I had money in my pocket. I had money in the bank. I even took about 6 months off work. Or I took a long time off. When I met my wife, I didn't even have a job. I was unemployed. Right on, Ron. Thanks. I appreciate that. Keep trucking. But like I say, truck because you want to, not because you have to. Alright? Truck because you want to. Don't do it because you're desperate. Because when you're desperate, you take anything. You do anything. You feel me? You go anywhere. You feel me? So, do it because you want to, not because you have to. do graduate college this year, and I'm thinking about. I'm just been thinking. I've been doing a lot of thinking. I'm a freight broker now, so if you guys have any questions about freight brokering, ask away. Ask me some questions. How you feel about the freight brokers? Talk shit to me. Truck drivers hate freight brokers. Talk some shit to me. I negotiate prices. I send loads out. I choose the driver who I want to send a load to. Sometimes it's a gamble. I mean, 3, 4 people calling about the same. I normally go with the first caller. But if somebody could pick up that same day and I don't have to wait 2, 3 days, I go with that same day driver. And then, just in case he can't pick it up the same day, then I go. So that's what I do. That's what I do. I'm fair. I'm very fair when it comes to that. Keep my promises, you feel me? Let's talk about rate confirmation. For the people who working for leasing or whatever and they got to send you the rate confirmation. Some people be like, I need my rate confirmation. Just know, the freight brokers, we have systems that we use. You feel me? It's not just type it up and send it to you. You feel me? Each freight broker, no matter what company you get your freight from, they have their own system built in. So by one push of the button, they could change their rate confirmation. You feel me? When you be like, which I never knew this, when you be like, nah, when you negotiate prices, and let's just say a load they post for $700, then you be like, no, I want $900. And they negotiate with you, then they be like, okay, meet me at $850. And you be like, all right, send that rate confirmation. $850, they type it in. Everything is typed up. Boom, they change the number just like that. Sometimes they forget. Remember I did a video, they forgot to change the number. Yeah. Sometimes we need low boys for the tall shit. Definitely step big. If you get a trailer, get ramps on it. Please get ramps on your trailer. Alright? Mega ramps or whatever. Guys, get mega ramps on your trailer. Please, you guys, get mega ramps on your trailer. Alright? If you're looking into getting a trailer, just get the mega ramps. Get the ramps. You feel me? Look at this. Get the ramps on the back. These ramps they can lay out. Alright, just get it. Just get it. Alright, just get the ramps, you guys. Get the ramps so you can haul vehicles and regular freight. You feel me? Sometimes it don't be no freight in the area, but it's always a car that need to be hauled. You can make a quick $350. You know what I'm saying? Just get the ramps. Alright. The rate do be off. Okay, Ron, do you negotiate the rates? Do you negotiate the rates? It ain't no way you get a rate for that price. Never accept that first offer. Never accept it. Never accept the first offer. That's why I say truck because you want to, not because you have to. Because if you truck because you want to, you're not going to accept anything. There's some drivers who, I talked to a driver who hung up. He was like, look, think about my price. His price was there, but I think he could have negotiated with me a little more. I'm the freight bro. He the driver. It's there. I can give it to you, but I gotta wait a couple of more days to see if I can give it to somebody else a little cheaper. He wasn't through the roof because he know what he's talking about. He know the lanes. Some people be through the roof because y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all don't know what the lane is paying. Y'all gotta go on the load board and see what this lane was paying this week, yesterday, or a week ago. All right, then you negotiate the prices. You know what I'm saying? But if you through the roof, the freight broker gonna be like, man, you don't know what he's talking about. Know what you're talking about when you negotiate the price. And then, like the driver did, he got off the phone. He said, look, think about the price. I'm going to just settle with this. Just think about it and call me back. I ain't never called back. Might call him Monday. I don't know. Might call him Monday. If nobody else do it a little cheaper. You know what I'm saying? But when you got time, like when the load is only 3 hours away and you got 5 days to deliver, of course the freight broker gonna go with the lowest. But when it's five on day 5 or day 6, they gonna give you the best. So you gotta look at the date. You gotta know how urgent it is to deliver that load. Always know. If somebody call you, be like, look, this load's supposed to be here 2 days ago. We need you. Man, go up on that rate. Go up on that rate. Tell them I can do it. I can have it in this day, this time, but I need more. Go up on that motherfucking rate. I'm telling you. How urgent is it to get it there? Oh, okay, so they hang up on you. No. Well, I let them hang up then. Let them hang up. The trucking business, that's what I'm telling you guys, like, the freight broker will always be there. Let them hang up. The freight broker will always be there because some driver's going to take whatever. They're going to find a driver who's going to take it. But, Ron, let me ask you this. When you negotiate prices, what do you tell them? Do you just ask for more? Have a reason behind why you asking for more. I've been working for them, I don't know how long, but it's probably twice they couldn't give me more. But other than that, I always got more money. So, do you have a reason why? Okay, the load board is about, for the truck drivers, probably $120 a month because it shows you the rate. So you got to pay a little bit more to know how much that lane is paying. It could be cheaper, but they don't tell you how much that lane was paying. So you got to pay a little extra. It's less than 150. It should be less than 180 for sure. No. The truck drivers, well, I've been only freight brokering for about 4 months now, but the truck driver definitely make way more. The truck drivers is making way more than the freight brokers. Freight brokers probably make a lot because they dealing with a bunch of drivers and they taking a cut from each driver, and they not just taking a cut from the driver, they also taking their cuts from the client. You know what I'm saying? So if I could make more money, but I need so many drivers and I need so many clients to take from the clients and take from the driver. You guys gotta understand, when the freight broker, when we post the load on the board, we already took a little cut from the client. We already took a little something from, not too much, but we already got our money from the client. So now we get more money from the driver. You feel me? So it's like we charging the driver a fee because we found this client for you. We charging the client a fee. Sometimes the fee be too damn much, but just like the driver could deny the freight broker, the client could deny the freight broker too. Like, oh, I'm gonna go with a different freight broker. Y'all charging too much. So we can't just go to a client and be like, oh, I want X amount of money. We also have to go to the client and be like, I want this amount of money because this lane is paying this, because this vehicle is fucked up, because this freight is fucked up or too heavy, it's gonna be hard to move. So Also, the freight broker got to know what they're talking about with the client, because we also get denied from a client. You feel me? And they go with a cheaper freight broker. So you can't just call with dumbass numbers. You got to know what numbers you're calling about. Nah, I'm gonna tell you to wait. You're not gonna. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about their feelings. You feel me? Don't worry about their feelings. As long as you say you're gonna do what you're gonna do. When you say yes to a load, do that load. Keep your word. Always keep your word while you're over the road. Let your yes be yes. Let your no be no. Alright? But if your yes be yes, do it. If you say I could pick it up and deliver in 2 days, do it. Alright? Oh, okay. That because there's drivers out here that is taking cheap freight. I see it every day. And sometimes, me being a freight broker, and I used to be a driver for 8 years, I see them accept anything. But some of these drivers accept anything because they just need to, look, I need to just be in St. Louis. I don't give a fuck what they paying. I need to be in the city and state. You feel me? So, I don't know, man. We got to start a petition or somewhere. The drivers be on the same page. But say no. Keep saying no. Just keep saying no and get what you want. But have a reason why. If you want more money, why do you want more money? That's why I want to ask you. When you negotiate prices, because when I negotiate prices, I be like, this load is 40,000 pounds. I'm also going in the mountains. Where are you headed to? You feel me? You headed to the West Coast, Northeast, because they need to pay more. Because them mountains ain't no joke. It's dangerous. How's the weather? There's so many things that come in accountability with negotiating a load. Don't just throw numbers out there. Throw real scenarios out there. Oh, there's going to be too much on my brakes. Now, after this load, I'm going to need my brakes fixed. I'm going to need an oil change. You know what I'm saying? So, say something about your slack adjusters. Now, my slack adjusters is wiggling more than an inch of what it's supposed to. So, now I got to get my slack adjusters fixed because of this load. Like, you guys kind of know what you guys talking about when you're negotiating numbers. It's not just about numbers. And when people come to me and they say this things to me, I'm like, okay, you know what he's talking about. One thing a freight broker gonna do is negotiate. Especially if you have your insurance, your truck ready, you can pick up that same day. If you could pick up within that hour and you can deliver, guarantee, they're gonna negotiate with you. Definitely gonna negotiate with you. You can put in, and you guys, y'all can start. Hey, can you pick up this load? I'm 20 minutes from there. Be like, I'm 20 minutes from there. You can't do that with your leasing company because they know where you at because they got a tracking device on your truck. But you ain't got no tracking device on your truck. Even if you 2 hours away, I'm 20 minutes from there. I can pick that up first thing in the morning. I'm right here. What can you do for me? You feel me? I got the hours. Alright? You know, the market is low right now. That's why I say, you guys, let me ask you this. If you got off the road today, would you be able to survive? Would you be able to keep your lifestyle? Would you still be able to pay your bills, your rent? If you got off the road right now, let me know. If you got off the road right now, would you be able to survive? Yes or no? Think about it, man. Think about it. And if your answer is no, what are you doing over the road? What is your goals? What is your plan? If your answer is yes, that means you have a plan. That means you have money put to the side. That means you're not desperate. If your answer is no, You are the one who's accepting cheap loads. You are the reason why the market is low. You are the reason. If your answer is no, you the reason why we don't want to truck no more. You the reason why I don't want to truck no more. You the reason why I'm on the other side of logistics. Good job, y'all. It's good. Have something. Have a backup plan. Have a backup plan. The answer shouldn't be no, so I'm gonna take cheap freight. Cause you guys gotta remember, you guys risking your life. This ain't no regular job. This ain't no job where you can bullshit around. Once you over the road, you behind that wheel, your life is on the line. People die every single day over the road. And sometimes it don't even be their fault. Some drivers commit suicide over the road. Cause how stressful it is. You know how it's crazy out there. So you risking your life to go across the country for $1,000. Not just your life, your license, you know, your livelihood, everything. You risking that. So like I said, if your answer is no, you the reason why the market is low right now. The market used to be good when I was leasing. I never had a negative check. And I watched my homies have negative checks back to back to back. I never had a negative check leasing. Now, if I lease, maybe it would be negative, and it would be because of you, the people who said no, I cannot survive. I stopped driving. I'm working as a freight broker. I was doing my own thing over the road. I mean, I was doing my own thing, trying to dispatch from home, but the shit that I want, and they want to see consistent income. For instance, trying to get a house. They like, you ain't worked in like 2 years. Like, where's your money coming from? So yeah, I need a job to show consistency. Look, I have a job, and I'm happy with the job that I have. But when I'm just trying to, get a house, they like, you don't even like, where's your money coming from? What are you doing? We need to see on paper. You have no paperwork. You have no taxes. You feel me? Like, what are you doing out here? How is you living? How is you surviving? Down payment is not enough. How is you able to pay every single month? So, this definitely gonna help me out. Now I can go back to them like, I've been on my job for a year, 2 years. I only had a job for 4 months, so. And before that, I wasn't working. So, you gotta show that you've been working. I wish you guys, instead of me complaining, I just left. I wish you guys can walk away from trucking. If you walk away, your life is not over. Your driving career is not over. You still have your CDLs. It's still active. You're just doing something different. And when you go apply for jobs or try to learn something else, just let them know. I just want to do something different. I want to get something else under my belt. Now I have this under my belt, so if I go back over the road for 2-3 years and want to come sit down at the office, I can do that. But y'all didn't answer my questions. If y'all able to walk away, you able to walk away from 90 days and be able to keep everything you have, or you? Or would you lose your car? Would you lose your home? You know what I'm saying? Would you lose insurance and shit like that on your car? Like, would you lose everything if you stopped trucking for 90 days and did something different? Like I said, if your answer is yes, first I was saying is your answer is no, that you can't walk away, but yeah. But if you are losing everything, your answer is yes, then you the reason why the market is the way it is. You part of the blame. It's just that. Straight up. That's what I'll be back. Alright, so I'm gonna wrap it up, everybody. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm not paid either, but what I did is I'm not paid. Look, you guys, when I started leasing, I didn't have a lot of. I probably had. I don't know how much money I had when I started leasing, but when I started leasing, let's just put it like this. I couldn't stop trucking. You know what I'm saying? My answer would have been your answer. I would probably lose everything. Definitely. I think I would have lost everything. But by me leasing, and I took advantage of that, and the money I was making that I never made before, I just stacked it and saved most of it. I'm used to living off of $1,000 a week because that's how much truck drivers average a week. I'm used to that. But seeing double that, triple that, even $4,000 in a week, I still live as if I'm making $1,000 a week. That's what I did. Okay, that's good. You can walk away and do wholesale. So yeah, so by me doing that, that's why I was able to do what I do. That's why I was able to do that. I just took advantage of it, and then I was able to kind of sit down and do some research and do other stuff. So my answer would have been just like yours. See, that's good. You can walk away. I like that. Real estate. Yup, I like that. I definitely like that. No, I'm not paid. I'm not paid at all. I'm not paid. And it's not about how much money you make. This is what I used to say for the longest. My first job was McDonald's, and working at McDonald's, I was making about $5.50 an hour. No bullshit. My brother started working at McDonald's first. He was making $5.25, and when I got the job, I was like 15. When I got the job, I was laughing at my brother like, I made 25 cents. I was happy. I was the happiest motherfucker in the world making $5.50 an hour. So 3 months later, I pulled up. I went to school, and I in my own car. I bought a car from somebody, $900, first car. Barely knew how to drive. I didn't even have a driver's license, and I bought my car. So my friends was like, damn, how the fuck you afford a car and you work at McDonald's? You know what I'm saying? My friends, how the fuck you get a car and you work at McDonald's? Because it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you save. You know, it's people making $100,000, $200,000 a year, and they struggling and they in debt. And it's people probably making $35,000 a year, and they above water with great credit. You know what I'm saying? It's not about how much you make at all. It's about what you save, what you're doing with the money. So if you making $800, $700 a week, are you buying just clothes, shoes, or is you putting it towards your credit to boost your credit score? Is you putting it towards your future home? You know what I mean? What are you doing with it? So that's all that's about. Yeah, rewatch it. Rewatch it. I'm kind of saying the same thing though. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely about what you're doing with your money. You feel me? you a bill. Treat yourself like a bill. But yeah, that's what I was just talking about. James, you didn't really miss nothing. I was just talking about dispatching. Know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? When you negotiate prices, even as a truck driver, know what you're talking about. Um, they just that add 40% of the load. If they got a load for a load on a load board, have a percentage. You feel me? I want to add 40%. You know how to do that math? Not yet. Not yet. Uh, I'm in college right now. I graduate this year with my business degree, and after that, I might get into trucking. I don't know. Uh, Actually, my brother he just called me from jail, and he get out probably in like a month now. Did 6 years. Keep talking to me for years about box trucking. So I just told him today, bruh, the money is in hot shot. Hot shot truck, you're gonna make more than a box truck. I'm like, bruh, I'm telling you, I'm on the other side of logistics. I see with my own eyes. First, when he was telling me about box truck, me and him was on the same page. I'm like, hell yeah, bruh. Hell yeah, let's do it for years. Let's do it. He called me with the same plan. Somebody stole his plan book though. Somebody stole everything that he wrote down what he was gonna do. They stole the book. So I'm like, bro, it's in your head though, and let them have that plan. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole new plan now. We're doing hot shot. You're gonna make more money hot shot because everything a box truck can haul, a hot truck can haul, but everything a hot truck can haul, a box truck can't haul. You know what I'm saying? You limit it. So that means when you limit it to the amount of money you make. So for the box truck, get the pickup truck. Most definitely get the pickup truck. But no, I'm freight brokering. I'm a freight broker. That's what I do. Oh yeah, y'all. You can start like that. Actually, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Non CDL, but the thing is, I do have a CDL. So if the police pull me over, I do want to practice non CDL because I know a lot of people who willing to drive for me who don't have a CDL. But if you have your CDL, that's a plus. Definitely a plus. But you definitely can't. But hauling loads, the DOT officers will fuck with you. They want your weight to be perfect with non CDL. But as a freight broker, I speak to a lot of drivers who have non CDLs. So it's definitely not a problem. But if you can get your CDL, just get it. Just get it. And it's just not to, it's not all about making more money. It save you money because the DOT officer will fuck with you every chance they get. So you have a CDL but hauling non CDL, you're safe. You're in the safety zone. Definitely. Yup, yup. So for the truck drivers, keep your CDL active. If you thinking about getting your CDLs, get it. Get it, get it, get it. And okay, DOT always want to be around. Always. Always, always. I ran into a DOT officer who was checking my truck and he said he was a truck driver. He said he hated it so much that he became a DOT officer. But cause he got tired of getting pulled over. So if your paper's right, I'm sick of them too, but if your weight is right, just get everything right. Because the thing is, when you start your own business and when you have your own DOT number, MC number, and you keep getting tickets and stuff, they could fuck up your company and they could put you out of business. So just get in the habit of doing everything right. Only thing you gotta do is make sure your tires good, your lights work, all your paper, you have all your paperwork organized in a folder. Make sure you got the fire extinguisher. So it's not, they gonna fuck with you, but if they have nothing on you, what can they say? Make sure your straps is no cuts in your straps and stuff like that. You just gotta take an extra 20 minutes out your day to make sure everything right. And if your lights not working, You just can't haul that load. If your tire is kind of fucked up, don't think, oh, maybe I can get away with it. Just don't haul that load. Because now it's important. You is important. Your business is important. So what's more? Like, it's going to cost you more money to haul that load because the DOT going to fuck with you once you go through the scale. To be honest, when I was leasing, I bypassed all the scales. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like I said, I talk about real shit in trucks. I bypass a lot of scales. But you don't want to risk that. You know what I mean? You don't want to risk that. And I had my reasons. And the reason I bypassed it, not because my truck was fucked up. I had a nice brand new truck and trailer. The reason why is because I went over my time. I stayed going over my time to make money. So now, you guys, they gonna look at your hours and shit like that. And sometimes it's hard to plan because you be in a dock for so long. So you gotta give yourself extra hours. Think of yourself being at a dock for 2 hours. When you pick up, it's gonna take 2 hours. When you deliver, it's gonna take 2 hours for them to unload you. Just give yourself enough time. Even though it shouldn't take that long, giving yourself that extra time could save you. Cause let me tell you guys, like I transport vehicles. You know what I'm saying? So a customer called me. The vehicle like 8 minutes away. 8 hours away. So the customer called me like, probably like 6 hours. And the customer called me like, yeah, it should take him 5 hours to come here. I'm like, it's not gonna take him 5 hours. It's gonna take him about 8 hours. 8 or 9 hours. And then he like, well, it's only 5 hours away. My vehicle only 5 hours away. But me being a truck driver, I know what the fuck you gotta go through. So I'm like, look, he have DOT regulations. He gotta stop and take a lunch break. He probably gotta fuel. He gotta do the speed limit. He gotta follow DOT regulations. It's not gonna take him 5 hours. Like I said, it's gonna take him about 8 hours. You know what I mean? Don't rush him. It's gonna take him about 8 hours to get there. I don't care if he's 5 hours away. It's gonna take him 8 hours. And then customer, okay, yeah, the DOT regulate. Oh, he got it. Yeah. It's gonna take him about 8 hours. So, take it or leave it. Leave my driver alone. Headed to Washington now. Alright, I'm getting a call. Hello.
What you doing?
I'm on YouTube live.
Oh my gosh, well, you so crazy. I'm in your apartments. We was trying to look at them, but they closed. I want to say hi to you.
Oh, okay.
So like,
you outside right now?
Yeah, I'm outside.
Oh, come in. Hold on.
Okay, here we go.
Alright, hold on, you guys. I got, what do you know? Alright, somebody I used to drive with just came through. I'm finna get her on live, y'all. I'm about to get her on live.
You on live?
Yeah, what's up with it? I come on live.
What? What you gonna say? What you on live?
They already know you.
Damn, what?
You on live on what?
This on YouTube. Well, I'm streaming live. What's up, y'all? See, this the truck driver right here.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
On there,
Yeah, hold on. Let me
She's so extra.
Yeah, man.
YouTube
I'm giving them
channels.
free game. Giving them free game. So what you want to get into box truck, right?
Oh,
Sit down. Sit down right
Did
here.
you just put me on blast like that?
Yeah. Tell them what you want to do and why.
Oh
my gosh. Where? Right in here?
And somebody was talking about done CDL, so.
Oh, yeah. So, okay. So, right now I'm working for SCM Logistics. It's a trucking company. It's local. It's out of Sacramento, California. We pull for Amazon, Relay, of course. So, I'm taking this opportunity. It's a lot of it's a lot of overtime. So, I'm taking advantage of that. And, yeah, so I want to get a box truck. As far as in, you get a box truck, about 20 bands to start it, and then you be working for yourself. You don't need CDLs to do it. It's Class C license. I'm also going to put my girlfriend on as well, because she going to be working with me. Say hi, come here. B, yeah. We going to put her on as well. And she has Class C, so we going to make our money. We going to be our own bosses. We ain't trying to work for nobody, so there you go.
Exactly.
Period.
So how long you think that's going to take?
It might take me about maybe a year to get it, just to make sure, stack it up, stack my bread up, get to my goal where I want to go, because I don't want to lease a truck or nothing. I want to buy my own truck so I can be able to work and get my own money.
Exactly.
And not having to pay a truck note or whatever. And it costs about 20 bands. You can get one. It costs about between 10 to 20 bands to get it started. And then just get on the Relay app for Amazon and pull the loads. And there's loads that pay $500, $600. You can pull as many loads as you want to. Right now, I get like 7 or 8 runs with that company. So I'm here pulling this load, dropping a trailer, picking up another Amazon trailer, pulling that load. So we be on the move. They be making money. And it's a really good company. I like them. Shout out to the SCM. Yes, Miss Sheila.
Then you can read. Hold on, you can read what they say.
Oh, they just said like, what's up? I got CDL, but I'm sick of DOT. So that's what's up. We just stopping by, seeing hey, we in the building.
So y'all finna get a crib and shit.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
But look, I mean, this is cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, this how it
Let me
looks.
get my wife. Oh, she wasn't seen online. That's why she didn't.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is the little place.
So this one should be on?
Yeah, babe. You're on. You're on live right now. Talking about this what she doing. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Alright, it's hot.
What's the name again?
Fran, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I want to call her France. France. She's from France.
I heard someone like, I thought it was Ray, like when you were calling on the phone. Yeah, he said that someone was out there. I thought it was Ray. I'm like, oh, okay, fine. Okay, well, nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you too, Fran.
Alright, did you turn on the AC?
Yeah. You want to?
Huh?
It is so hot.
It's hot. At least you gonna put me on blast, so it's extra even hotter.
Oh yeah, we just turned it down to it.
Yeah, you didn't work today? That's what's up. The weekend off, right?
But yeah, man. And I was telling that it ain't about how much money you make. It's about what you saving, what you want with that money.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, we just.
What you do with your own couches?
I sold it.
Oh, you did? That's what's up. He's nice. Girl, you bougie. You living bougie. I can see it's a woman touching here. The little flowers, the candles and shit. Let me find out.
Yeah.
She's married, guys. I'm so happy for her.
Oh, think they know me. No, I just playing.
Right. What? How you need to tell the world?
You said you need to tell the world.
Lady, why do you have this right here?
What?
$1.25. $24.
You know what? Cause I was struggling like a motherfucker. And I was on the phone with my friend Kane. And I was like, man, I'm just straight hard out here. I'm straight struggling right now. And then I checked the mail. It was $1.25. So I never cashed. I put it right now. Like, I'm gonna remember that forever.
Right. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So that's what you be on?
So what's up with the
I get paid for that, but I don't really be doing it for the money though.
Yeah, how much you be making? It's cool.
Yeah, not a lot,
But cool, so cool.
Yeah. If I was on it consistently, it'd be cool. But I ain't did it in like a while.
Yeah.
But my like a couple of months ago, I think it was like 800.
Oh, that's
We
cool.
get paid once a month.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So how did you go back to DV?
Not yet.
She just said everything on there.
No, I'm
it's
just,
cool.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, I was just telling them like I had to get my medical straight. Gotta, even though you're not driving, still keep your shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I was like, when I went up there, I already told them. When I went up there, my CDL it was just like, oh, your medical card. So even if I'm gonna be able to drive because I have my medical card, so it's like it's only $50.
Yeah.
Go in, go out. So
Okay, that's what's up.
yeah.
Yeah, I just had the boys yesterday. I took them to C class. That shit was boring. I mean, it was cool. It's like more like for kids that's like maybe 3 to 5 years old.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like little animals. They was touching the little sea lions and shit. Like, y'all scared? I'm scared to feed the rabbit and shit. I'm like, y'all crazy.
I'm gonna get off here.
Right.
Let me get off.
Cause
Alright, y'all. Thanks for coming through.
See y'all.
See y'all. Hope y'all watch the whole live. You know what I mean.